we're going to be taking a look at this particular custom insert from Meeple Realty called the Huts of Bora Bora, which will be for the Steffenfeld game, Bora Bora from Ravensburger. And before we get into opening this up, let's take a look at what is inside of this box. So this is my copy of the game, and you can see that there is a whole bunch of bagged up pieces, lots of different tiles, player pieces, there's some boards in the bottom, and some cards. So if I dump this out, those are all the bagged up pieces, right, all there, as well as the player boards and the game board itself. So we are going to build this insert and see how it fits inside of the box. So I'm going to put all this stuff in here and set this off to the side, and we're going to take a look at the pieces that come in the Huts of Bora Bora. So this is the newest rendition of this insert. So everything comes now in a shrink wrapped package. There is a color photo of some of the pieces here, and the quality now, these are come sanded, so you could actually choose to stain them if you want to. So let's do a quick little unboxing to unwrapping thing. So I'm just going to run through this, tear this off, and we'll take a look at our sheets that we have in the game, our insert. So here we have our just our regular sheet, talks about what some of the features are, little QR code, just a regular insert, and we have some sheets that have all of the pieces that we're going to be working with, and there should be a set of assembly instructions which are on the bottom. So we have this is going to tell us how to build all of our different pieces, the trays, and the assembly instructions. So it looks like we have a total of 4 pages, and we're going to go ahead and separate our sheets out that we will be looking for here. Okay, so looking at page 1, we're going to need these 2 particular sheets of material. We have this one and this one here, so I have them placed here and here. And we are going to be using wood glue with this. I'm going to use a Titebond 2 premium wood glue. I like to apply mine, I like to use cotton swabs to go along the edges to hold things together, and just for convenience sake, I'm going to use the back of this cover as a spot to hold my glue. So I'm just going to go ahead and pour a little bit here and make a pile to work with, and we're going to go ahead and take a look and see how these pieces punch out. So all of the numbered pieces correspond on these sheets. So this one says I need 1, 1, and 2, so we're going to go ahead and pop these out. This is piece number 1. This is the other one, comes on this side there, and number 2, and these really popped out really nice. So we'll set this off to the side, and it looks like we're going to have to build, I like to do a dry fit by putting the pieces together like this. We'll see how this goes. Put this edge here like so, dry fit, and the other one will go on top like this. So here's the initial pieces put together. So it'll match up just like the instructions. So you can see if I push these down, we'll have a nice tight joints, and I'll probably run a little bead of glue along there just to make sure that they fit. But these are fitting pretty snug. So if we take a look up there, that's a really nice tight fit there, all the way across. We've got no splitting or anything like that. This one, I'll probably put a little glue in there, but you can see that this is set up right here like so. So I went ahead and applied some glue to these joints. You can see a little bit. I'll clean that up in just a second. And then what we're going to do to finish off this particular tray is to punch out these last 2 pieces, and these will form the front and back of this particular box. They're going to go here and here, and I'm going to go ahead and glue those. So when I glued the edge pieces on, I applied some glue You can see there's a little bit on the lip there on the bottom, and then also on this piece I've went ahead around the edges, and we'll just go ahead and put this in place. So we'll line these up and line up all the tabs, and everything should pop right into place, and we will be all good. So these have been fitting nice and snug, so I like that. I don't have I'm not using a hammer or anything to tap these in place, but you can see, like, once I get these pushed down, that we've got a nice tight fit in the seams. And that's this particular piece. I'll wipe off this little bit of excess glue along the edge there, and that's this particular piece that's constructed. So that is steps number 1 and 2 on this particular board. And then we're going to look at this next piece. We're going to need piece number 4, which is this piece right here. So we'll go ahead and punch that out. Through the magic of video editing, I have constructed the whole Huts of Bora Bora insert for the game Bora Bora. And let's take a look at all of the finished pieces. So if we look on page 1 of the assembly instructions, we're going to build this card tray, and I showed you a little bit about that. Here is the tray all constructed, and you can see nice tight joints around, everything fits well, and it's good quality construction. The second piece down here is this tray, and it has a retractable lid. This comes off. There's a spot for some tiles and additional components. Again, really, really nice construction. Slides right back on there. So that's what's on page 1. Page 2, we have another tray for resources that was built. This also is a tray that comes off. And then this one in the front also comes off so that you can scoop out your resources as you need them. So makes it a little bit more convenient. Slides right in. This goes right back on the, slides right back in here, like so. I'll just put this down for right now. I'm going to be taking it off in a moment anyways. We also have this additional tray that is going to hold a bunch of different tiles. Has a couple little finger grabs there. So that's on page 2. Page 3, we have this other large tray that has been assembled. You can see space there, and again, another retractable front for more tiles and pieces. So this will just go right back on. And then finally, on the 4th page, we have all of these huts. We have a recessed spot for turn order pieces, and then also it uses this bendable wood. And when we open this up, inside we'll be able to store all of our player pieces. So that is, there's 4 of these. So what I'm going to do now is go ahead and pause the video, and I will get this all loaded up with all the pieces and show you what the game looks like with the insert. Okay, we are back, and here is Bora Bora again. The insert is inside here, and you can see it closes up. Be able to store the game vertically if you'd like to. And before we get into this, just wanted to let you know to make this fit. I took out the other 2 sets of rules. These would be the German and French versions, which I'm not going to need. I use English, so these will be removed. And the original box insert has been removed as well. Now, one of the other things is we've eliminated a whole bunch of bags. These were all the bags that had been eliminated by using this insert that I had before. So these can now be used for something else, maybe a game that doesn't have an insert that they don't give you bags with. So let's get into this. We open up the box, take off the rules, and here we have the insert. And let me go ahead and take out all of the different pieces. So first we'll take out all of these huts, and these are going to have all of the player pieces. So you can see right up in the top, this is the turn order marker, and it just pops right in. You can take it out if you want to. But either you can pop these out, change the turn order, or you can just pass the huts around. And inside is all of the player pieces. So you can see this is the green player. All of their stuff stores inside. So when you're ready to go, here you go. Who wants to play green? There you go. So we have each of them for each of the player colors, like that. So we have all 4 of those. I'll just set these off to the side. We also have this tray that's going to have all of our male and female tiles in there, as well as our task tiles, and there are also some of the god tiles. Now this comes off the front, and so look, you have easy access to grab them while the game is in play. And this one also removes from there, and you can set it out, and I'll show you something neat about that in just a moment. So this is all of those, all of our tiles. We have another piece that goes for our resources. So this slides right off, and so we'll have all of our different tokens and our resource markers. This spot is open for the expansion for the orange god tiles. I don't have that, but that's the space for it right there. And then in the front, we can go ahead and take this off, and we can scoop out resources as needed as well. Instead of having to try and grab them with our fingers, we just pull them out, pick them up a little bit easier. So those go like that. And we also have our cards. And this, if you notice, there's enough space in here that will accommodate these if they are sleeved. And our last piece from the insert is we have a space for our tiles that come here. And there are some more pieces that come in here. We have additional tokens, and these are leftover ones from the task tiles, including the 2 spares that come in the game. So those will go in here. And so if we look in the game, we have the board and the player tiles. And one interesting thing, when we set up the player board and we have it on the table ready to go, one of the neat things is the way that this is laid out right here, that I could just take this out and set this right over it, and all of the tiles line up, and we can just leave this right on the table as we are playing the game, if we choose to do that. So, this is how all of the pieces go for this insert. Let me just show you how everything fits back inside so you can see how everything locks in. So, the player boards all go on the bottom first. Then we have our player board that goes in. And since it doesn't stick this up in the corner, and you'll see that it's recessed. So the way that this goes, we take this with the tiles. We'll place this on the side here with the cards next. And that fits in nice and snug there. We'll take all of our resources. We place them right in just like this. So that's all set. We take our tiles, place them right in the middle, and then we take all of our huts, and they fit in just like this. There's the 4 and the 3. So everything fits in there all nice and neat. Rules go back in there on top, and the box. And that is the insert for Bora Bora.